Kiyosaki claims the Fed and Yellen are a criminal organization looting the world's wealth. Prepare for a 70% crash in the S&P 500, he said. Kiyosaki advises investors to prepare for a crash. He said Fed and Yellen are a criminal organization. Mitros was launched once again through the X platform, formerly Twitter, by the well-known economist, investor, and author Robert Kiyosaki. In particular, he characterized both the Federal Reserve and the U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen as a criminal organization, triggering a number of reactions in the American alternative financial community. In fact, he points out that through the decisions they make, they are grabbing the wealth of nations, and for this reason, investors in particular should start taking measures for collapse in the terms of the markets. According to Kiyosaki, the Fed and Yellen are exacerbating income inequality, being primarily responsible for the impoverishment of the middle and lower classes. On the other hand, they favor the rich and the banking elites. He said, look carefully at the actions of the Federal Reserve rather than blindly following its instructions. Prefer alternative assets such as gold, silver, and Bitcoin. The reliability of these assets, especially Bitcoin, compared to traditional fiat currencies controlled by central banks, has been proven, he pointed out. Additionally, via the X post, Kiyosaki reiterated that he believes the Fed is a criminal organization, quote unquote. His anti-Fed stance has understandably drawn attention from supporters and critics alike. Some applaud Kiyosaki's call for economic autonomy, while others question the validity of his claims. The Kiyosaki, on the other hand, praises Bitcoin that serves as a shield against the plundering of our wealth through our monetary system, while on the other hand, he blames government actors, Wall Street financiers, for perpetuating the extraction of wealth through practices such as inflation, taxation, and stock price manipulation. He argued that this is exactly why I choose to save and invest in Bitcoin instead of stocks, bonds, and fiat currencies. He says there's a collapse coming. In this context, the author predicts economic collapse of the United States and the world. He said, who would buy U.S. bonds? Banks are buying gold, but not U.S. debt. How will America function without money? How will the world work without money? What will people do? He said. He wondered, and he adds, gold will probably collapse below $1,200. Silver will take off just like Bitcoin. Take care, be careful, he says. In this regard, it's worth noting that Kiyosaki's prediction that gold will fall below $1,200 is bold as well as contradictory, as on the one hand, he qualifies it as an asset, and on the other hand, the precious metal registers upward trends. It's also trading at around $2,000, so it needs to drop around 40% to reach $1,200. In another post, Kiyosaki predicts a 70% crash in the S&P 500 to 1,500 and advises investors to be prepared for this crash. This is from Banking News, and I've translated this from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.